So here's one from Ashley from Urbana, Illinois. No, Urbana, Iowa. Maybe there is an Urbana, Illinois, I don't know. What are your top 5 practices for leveraging strengths within a team? Top 5 practices for leveraging strengths within a team. All right, so number 1, you need to know what yours are. Number of different ways to do that. You could take an assessment like a standout, like a StrengthsFinder, like a Myers-Briggs, or you could do that love it, loathe it activity that you might have heard me talk about. You just take a blank pad around with you for a week, draw a line down the middle of it, put love it on the top of one column and loathe it on the top of another column, and simply during the course of the week, whenever you find yourself looking forward to an activity, you scribble it down in the loved it column. Whenever you find yourself procrastinating or finding that time really slows down when you're doing an activity, you put it in the loathed it column. You get to the end of the week, you got a whole load of activities that you love, which are strengths, and you got a whole load of activities that you loathe that are weaknesses. So that's another good way to do it. So that's number 1. You need to know what your strengths are. Number 2, you need to talk to your manager about it. Or if you are a manager, you need to talk to each individual and ask them simple questions like, where are you at your best? What do you love the most? Which activities do you find yourself looking forward to? Which activities do you find yourself volunteering for? So that kind of conversation with your manager is a fantastic way to ensure that you and she or you and he are on the same page. Third, you need to actually share it with the people around you. One of the best activities that we've ever done when it comes to helping people leverage their strengths on a team is called a team share, where you've got each person going around a room. It can take, a lunch, or it can take even longer than a lunch, like an hour and a half or whatever. Maybe you have lunch for an hour and a half, I don't know. And each person simply says, this is what I bring to the team. This is where you can rely on me the most. And then everybody else around the team affirms it. So yes, this is where I saw that, or this is where I leaned into you for that. And each person goes around and shares, this is where, or maybe shares 1 or 2, this is where you can rely on me the most. This is where I'm at my best for the team. And you can share with one another where they can actually rely on you the most. The 4th thing, of course, is you can share where you need help. So either in that same session or a separate session, you can share this. You could call it a weakness. You can call it stuff I hate to do. You can call it stuff I loathe. You can call it stuff I'm really good at that I still loathe. But it's basically, this is where I'm going to need to rely on you guys. And it's so freeing to go around the team and go, look, I can bring this, but I need help here. I might need practical help because I don't know how to do it, or I might need emotional help because it drains me. But it's a fantastic thing as a team to share, where don't share as in I'm weak, sorry, can't do it, just shuck it off. But weak as in I need your help. This is where I need your help. A teamwork obviously works best where you've got people in a way that are mutually supportive of one another, can lean into one another, but no one can read your mind. So make sure that those things are shared. And the 5th and final thing is there's no substitute for frequent check-ins about work and strengths. I mean, certainly one of the things that we found, and this seems so unsexy, it seems so kind of prosaic, but if you want to have a strengths-based team, then you need to have work and strengths come together. So you need to be talking all the time about what's the work and what are my strengths. What's the work, what are my strengths? Because it's not metaphorical, it's not abstract, it's just building a strengths-based team is a combination of knowing the work and knowing the strengths, and both of those things are really in the detail. And of course the work changes all the time. So frequent check-ins, once a week checking in with each other, with the team leader, one-on-one, is really the only way to get the rubber to meet the road, if the strengths are the rubber and the work is the road. So those are my 5. You do that, and it's never perfect. Life is never perfect because there's never a perfect link between your strengths and the job. But boy, you can figure out the right way to weave in your strengths into the work that you love. Okay.